acorns.
Okay, so I've got a helper here today, William, my nephew, and he's helping out a little bit. So there he is. And today we're going to mess a little bit with some acorns. Now, acorns used to be a staple foodstuff of Native American Indians and settlers, pioneers. Pretty good carbohydrate source and makes a pretty decent flour. There's some recipes online for making even acorn pasta as well as different breads. It does lack gluten though, so it won't rise, so you have to take that into consideration. Acorns contain tannic acid, so if you just pick an acorn up off the ground and eat it, it's going to taste bitter. And so what we're going to do today is show you how to take that out. And the first thing that you have to do is peel the acorns. And I've got a good helper for this. A couple different ways of doing it. Probably the easiest way is just take the flat end, set it down, crack it with a hammer. Okay? Peel it. And then we're going to just throw it in the bowl. Okay? Take it, flat end down, whack it with a hammer, crack it open. And you're looking, if you got a mushy one like this one, that's got a black spot in it where you've got some sort of, worm, you don't want to use it. And you're probably going to need to collect about twice as much acorns as you, see the hollow spot where the worm got in there? Probably need to collect about twice as many acorns as you're going to use because they're really susceptible to rot. See, that one's bad too. Okay, that's all the shells and bad acorns. That's how much we ended up with. So you see, you've got to collect a lot more, probably twice as much as what you actually need. Now, what the Indians typically would do was make baskets and put the acorns in there and put in a fast-moving stream and leach out the tannic acid over a couple days. Well, we kind of have a lack of clean streams here in the country, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of water in here and bring it to a boil. And you'll see what will happen is the water will turn brown as the acid's leached out. Okay, so. Alright, so we're just going to let that sit, and we'll come back after it cools down. Alright, so we boiled it for about 15 minutes. You see how dark it is? We're just going to drain that off, put fresh water in, and repeat it, a couple more times till it comes out clear. Okay, so it took us several, too many to count, boiling, flushing episodes, and we finally got it about as clear as it's going to get. And now all we're going to do is dry them. And we're just going to put these in the dehydrator, for a little while. And dry them up. And then we're going to ground them. And then we're going to make probably some bannock bread, because that doesn't need to rise. And because acorns don't have any gluten, they're not going to rise anyway. So we're going to take our food and use it in the best, most appropriate manner. Okay, there's our dehydrated dried acorns. We're going to get out the grinder and grind them into some flour. Here's our acorn flour. It's a little darker than it normally is because I let it boil over one time and browned it a little bit like coffee beans, but it'll work. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to mix it with just a little bit of flour and make some bannock bread. Taste tester. 11 years old, one each. Well, scale of 1 to 10, what do you think?
An 8.
An 8? I guess for a point of reference, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would broccoli be?
That's a trick question. It's 2.
What about ice cream?
10.
Okay. So, is it worth eating acorns?
Yeah, definitely if you're out lost or something.
Okay. What about fry bread, bannock bread? What we made? You think it'd be better without the acorns?
About 50-50.
Okay. Okay, so there we go. We made bannock bread and we made something with acorns. So, till next time, you can always catch us online at
www.teamgun.com.
Awesome.